Oh, little girl. Do you know how hilarious you are? Do you remember that you posted the woman's face on the 17th of October? Do you remember that? So how did she send it to you 5 days later? Dum-dums. I'm following the UK laws you claim to be born in. You look so dumb right now. Nobody cares, you're exposed. Go get your kids. I believe you look real dumb and gay as hell. I guess you missed the vids where my eldest child ran to my home and told the feds her dad's been beating her up. Wow, you sound real smart. I suggest you go and troll the evidence vids. Oh, you're famous in Crown and Civil Court too. Full evidence filed. Try lie now. We're all laughing at you. How's Maudsley? Bye-bye, Jessica. Maudsley was great. This was after they supposedly falsely diagnosed me. Oh dear. Trained in peer support, recovery, boundaries of the peer supporter role, communication and listening, telling my own story safely. My whole traumatic story. Staying well, crisis and recovery plan, confidentiality, rights and ethics. Health and safety and lone working. Safeguarding in children and adults, dealing with dual diagnosis, stigma, discrimination like what you're doing right now, rude boy, and disclosure. You need to disclose your truth and stop chatting everybody else's lies. Accessing resources in the community, building our own support networks. You see, real victims, they know how to behave. Real victims train in safeguarding like children's safe communication with children and adults. Children's learning and development, keeping children safe. We train in culinary skills because we don't want to kill nobody. Science and health and science. Food hygiene. This isn't even half of my resume. Oh, goodness. Production project. The performing arts business. Oh, am I trained to watch a liar? Body workshop. Acting. Oh, I certainly know an act when I see or hear one. Contemporary dance. Now, dance out my business, rude gal. I keep telling you. Oh, did they thwart my statistics and give me low grades on purpose? Oh, dear. Did I spell my middle name wrong? I doubt it. Oh, dear. How do you get a merit at 14 when you get nominated a year early for your great outstanding success? And then get E's a year later? I doubt it. They don't want people to know who the intelligents are. Oh, gosh. Only 2 months of working at the Dixon Hotel, which was Tower Bridge Crown Court if you check the records. Check the archives, darling, it's still standing. And I get 1,500. Oh, but they took away the admission of liability. Because I really could have gone to court and sued their asses and got a big check. But I was suing the police, wasn't I? Oh dear. Where did I work? Independent provider of social services. Okay. Oh, delicious home-cooked meals. How mental. Wait, is this Alpha troll genius Dan? December the 13th last year, 5 days after Serena's crap. 3 days before Alpha was first live with Serena, Miss True World. The genius Dan, he's very stupid. Sherelle, how was your day? I also noticed that you called out. What are you talking about, bruh? Are you trolling? Are you getting the factors wrong? The Last Shepherd. Do you believe he's not authentic? I said, listen. Tag 95 in the comments section, like I keep telling all of you behind the scenes girl flexes. And ask him, please. I don't do this behind the scenes business. I'm very transparent. You have to realise I've never met you before. And if, in my honest opinion, you're acting like a gyal. To those words, to that effect. And then, by January, here we have Genius Dan on TikTok, posting a video about a fraud, speaking on my name. Liar liars, oh no. So why last weekend do we have the real 95 subscribing to my YouTube? What are you doing here? Stepping all in my house with your shoes on, ain't even said hello. Weirdos, haven't even made a comment, just there to pre. Trying to set me up in the next agenda. Oh, why is my baby father stalking me? According to court records, he's the victim of my domestic abuse right now. Weird. Is this your friend Kazzy Mackenzie? Jesse Kwame Sally Duda. Just so you know, your so-called friend is impersonating Cooley 18. You have some twisted friends. How can you let China Doll come to your house? Think you know she works for the police? You're right. Nobody's care. It's funny now that Ashley Waters is seen. Apparently, I've been his stalker since 2021. Apparently. And you only blocked me this week. That's weird. Once I show you I'm not a stalker, once I show you Alpha was a liar, you block me. How weird. Mother Aries. Aren't you Beth Ojo? Aren't you the Milton Keynes grandma? What were you doing trolling me last December? What were you doing up in my DMs, begging it, pretending that you've got a grandchild who's been stolen? And then, funny enough, Alpha says I'm stalking you. Weird. You're right. Just a bunch of sheep. The bossy ones. The ones that follow my stalkers. The ones whose impersonation pages have been following me. And funny enough, only this month does Wiley make a live saying, listen guys, if you see a page called Igloo Records with just 2 O's or whatever, it's not me. How weird. And then you followed me from August. I don't know you like that. I don't tag you like that. And then you come and follow me August and you pre, right until I start baiting you up. And then you unfollow. Oh, that's so weird. What a bunch of trolls. If you can't kill them, join them. I will never join the devils and the duppies then. What do you think I am? I can sleep well knowing your kids are in a safe place with social services. They're with their abuser. Sleep tight. Don't let Lucifer bite. I sleep well knowing you're burning in hell. For all eternity. Swing low, sweet chariot. He's coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Coming forth to burn up them trolls. I'm gonna make a whole. I got about 7 albums now. Thank you guys. You're all just hearing the old music, to be honest, the old templates. Not even mixed and mastered, but boy, this new album's gonna dash a fire upon them. The new gospel album. Oh dear. I can sleep well knowing your kids are in a safe place with social services, the child traffickers. I really sleep well because I can't read English. What's a div?
Truly difficult it is for single moms in the family court system. The more and more stories that I hear from real women with real proof.
Real women with real proof.
The burden of proof lies on their shoulders, not his. The lines of communication and visitation need to stay open on her side, but he's not held to the same standards. That there's
one.
Even though doing this without you by my...
This isn't me, is it? How come we've all got the same story? How come all these women have the same story? It's weird, isn't it? Oh dear. You need Sally, Jessie, Raphael is what you need, Kwame. Maybe Maury and a bit of Dr. Phil. Those might be the only people who can help you right now, because Jesus, you're too far gone, rude boy. I suggest you stalk the right pages. I suggest you go along with Crip 95, whatever the last sheep, because I see no shepherd. Dear.
I hear you call.
Dear, oh dear. Wow, you lot thought I was fucking crazy. Posting free my nigga every fucking day. Justice for Chris Cabba, justice for George Floyd, justice for this one. Where's the justice for the women, then? No justice for us, because we're not the ones that work with the fucking feds. Well, some of us women. I think I'm so crazy that they have the evidence and they're just stalling. And they're leaving you trolls to try and wind me up. But as we know now, it's been free. How many years have I not been wound up now? I'm allowed to show emotion. Emotion isn't mental health. Emotion is mental well-being, darling. You don't know what the word mental health means. It means good and bad. It's on a Richter scale. And everybody's trolling me.
Nobody likes you.
Why are you always here? What do you want? What is all this? Inspector Gadget. I think I showed too much honesty here. I think I'm Central London.
Thank you so much for confirming that. On the system.
You in the building?
Yeah. What is this? In November 2016, an assessment was carried out by social worker Swida Olulatulu. Who? You mean Ida Latalo? Why was she putting her name and leaving out some syllables? Oh dear, they're impersonating themselves. By meeting with mother and children, Miss Jordan feels the report from the assessment had contradictive messages in regards to the relation between children and their father. Miss Jordan made the social worker aware of it at the time of report and disclosed to her. The relationship between social care and Miss Jordan was already broken, and Miss Jordan did not wish to work with them. In October 2017, the school meeting was taking place, where Miss Jordan was asking for holiday club, because the drugs they were giving her, unlawfully, and switching them around, were giving her physical internal damage. Miss Jordan was not given an opportunity to place the children. She was told the children would need therapy, but yet the school had no concerns. The nursery had no concerns. The after-school clubs had no concerns. Nobody had any concerns. At the end of year 2017, both children were on the Child Protection Register, despite zero concerns. SW, that's social worker for those that don't understand acronyms, Russ Bellini was threatening Miss Jordan that her children will be taken away. That is, again, a breach of social care. That's a breach of their grounds and against their professional conduct. In 2018, both children were taken off the register. Oh, why was that? Social services kept abusing Miss Jordan due to her mental health. So, what mental health? There was also a time when children spent time over the school holiday with their father, who had a negative impact on the older child and was emotionally distressing her against mother and sister. Miss Jordan knows she is a very good parent. She is aware that social services are more concerned about the mental health they gave her by switching meds. It's called a drug-induced psychosis to those not trained. She also feels harassed, discriminated, and feels very low due to personality attacks from social workers. Veronica Prokopova, Children's Social Care Complaints Department. Oh dear. Why was it closed in 2018? I wonder how the case got closed in 2018. It's somewhere here. Hang on. Because I've never been raped, apparently. Who's messing around with my screen right now? Who's doing that? You're very naughty. Lucifer, are you scared? There's way too much evidence, isn't there? I know. I'm proving way too much of what I'm saying. Because real ones can show real proof. That they thought I threw in a bin in my old house. Oh dear, did my landlord report that I threw everything in the underground bin? Oh no. I scanned it all. Gosh. Dad, what are you saying? When the police stole the children? After leaving your home? You're telling me you have my certificates, but, How come the one I printed from my phones has a hologram and a completely different J? And these falsified ones, it has the wrong subject. That's not media studies, is it? Sully, Jesse, Kwame, do they, yeah? And why did Boris Johnson resign? A mere 7 days after I sent him the attachment. You see the little paperclip? Yeah. Wonder why Boris ran. Is this what they do when they remove children? Tie you up with zip ties? They had to. Is this what they do to a car when they remove children from a woman? How could I have been driving dangerously in this? How on earth do you drive dangerously with 4 flat tyres, no sat-nav, no gears, no clutch? Surely I drove, was arrested. The witnesses slept in the car to contain my evidence. Well done. And now Afua knows I'm not demented, and she's closed her mouth. Well done. Afua, you can see me. Yes, Afua. Thanks for the like. What is it that you're liking? What's that? Is that my job to know what cells I'm placed in while I'm detained? It's not my job to know that. It's whoever's recording it. On my property records, you can see my property getting put in at different... Sally, you're fully aware there's your name. They said I'm incapable of... You get tagged by too many fake pages, rude boy. You need to follow real ones. You might learn something. They didn't send me a letter. This was done by email. A lot of the emails have been deleted, but I screenshotted them because they're hacking my emails. Why have I'd love to see a fraud liking your receipts. It's funny how you're not saying, rah, you're crazy. You made up those videos of the phone operating by itself. And you made up your fake birth certificates that you found online. And you ingeniously made up Deborah's voice. I think we know that I'm learning technology as I go along. I think we all know that I never had a computer a day in my life before June 2020. In it, Miss True? In it? Because nobody knew my business until they started, well, my fake business, till they started watching Afua's YouTube live. According to this one, not everything is so deep, but this one knows it's so deep now. Isn't it? You're still watching the deepness. Oh dear. Oh dear. So you're all child abusers. Should we look up the definition of child abuse? Because some of you have gotten lost in translation. You're over here pretending to be saviours, victims. Then you're over there being abusive, trolling people. Make up your mind. Which personality are you guys today? You guys have Munchausen syndrome. Really sick people, little Jinal.